Yo, what's up guys, I'm Grandmaster Shaman and welcome back to Flower Paradise, and today we have a brand new series coming your way from Madden NFL 21. If you guys have not watched some of my Madden 20 challenge videos, I'd highly recommend going back and checking that out. Now, I do plan on having two different series on the channel, one where I actually play the games, and this one where we don't play the games, because I feel like as someone who likes coaching, who likes managing football teams, I'd much rather be do a challenge mode like this without actually playing the games, because I might not be a good, amazing player, but I'm definitely not a bad player, and I can exploit the game a little bit in terms of how I play. So I feel like I'd like to try and do this challenge mode without actually playing the game. So a simulation challenge mode. And if you couldn't already guess by the title, we're going to be jumping right on into it. I hope you guys are ready. This is a challenge that I've wanted to do for a while. I did kind of do a practice round, not of this. This is for the playing series, but it is tough sometimes when you're doing fantasy drafts, but we're going to be going into this. So this is the rule set. We have to build our team around Notre Dame players only. Obviously, there aren't enough Notre Dame players to build an entire roster with, so we have to fill in the gaps with players not from Notre Dame. However, in order to make this still challenging, we can only use players from Division II or Division III schools. So no, Alabama, no Georgia, no Clemson. We have to use people from like Richmond or James Madison or something along those lines. So we're going to be doing this as a Notre Dame only mode. We're going to probably move our team in year 2. So let's go somewhere that we can move our team over to Dublin, Ireland, because they do have a Shamrock over there, and that's the closest I can really get to a Notre Dame football team. Do we want to be in the AFC or the NFC? That is going to be one of the major questions. I think probably going to the AFC is, well, I mean, we could just be the Washington football team and then kind of switch it over to Notre Dame later. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So we're obviously going to go in for a fantasy draft. We're going to be the owner of the team, I guess. We're going to be just to make things, a little bit more interesting, we're going to be freaking Rudy, obviously. I probably misspelled this name, but, it's fine. Rudy Rudiger, that's just peachy. That's just peachy, isn't it? Alright, so we're just going to do all users only can relocate, no pre-existing injuries. That would suck. Let's go up to 15-minute quarters. Weekly training, we're going to go auto. Injury management and preseason cut days are all going to be on auto as well, because we're probably going to do them anyway, but if we need to, then that'll work. So this is going to be, again, a Notre Dame only mode where we can get Division II or Division III players where we need it. So in order to do this, though, we're going to have to draft all Notre Dame players first. So this is going to be very interesting. So we start off with the 6th pick of the draft, and the best Notre Dame player, is he still on the board? Okay, so we have Zach Martin, but more importantly, I think we want to get Quentin Nelson. Okay, so he'll definitely go in the first round. So I'm thinking we go Quentin Nelson here. Yeah, well, it says 33, but we wouldn't get it until the end of round 2, so I'm pretty sure that was a good pickup right there. So I think we want to go for, is Ronnie Stanley still here? I don't think he is. Is he? No, there's McGlinchey. Alright, so I think we'll probably be able to pick up Zach Martin in the next round. I'm wondering, though, if we can get McGlinchey here, because he's only 25 with the star development trait. And then we really just got to go after our offensive line, right? Because that's like most of the Notre Dame players that are super, super good are going to be out of that offensive line. So we got 3 offensive linemen here, and Harrison Smith jumps up to the top of the list, and I'm thinking that's probably where we want to go with our next pick. I'm just trying to think of Notre Dame players that are going to be very juicy to get here. I know that Chase Claypool's only 73, so I don't think he'll go here. Yeah, Kyle Rudolph's not going to go for a while. And then, oh wow, okay, so there's Tyler Eifert. What about my boy Cole Kmet? Okay, so he's 71. So we should again have quite a bit of time to get them. This is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least, because it's kind of about RNG in a way, but we'll see. Notre Dame players, don't we have... I wish we could search this by college. That would be very nice. I swear we had somebody... Julian Love, I guess, is a safety, huh? But I think that's probably going to be a while away. So, yeah, he's 73, but we're definitely going to want Julian Love when that comes out. There's also this guy who's 66 overall. I think Harrison Smith's probably the way to go here. I know he's a bit on the older side, but he'll be a good pickup long term. I definitely want to see if we can't get any more offensive linemen other than those ones. Ronnie Stanley going, I feel like maybe I should have picked him up as well, but I don't think I had enough time here. So it looks like most of my Notre Dame players at tackle are going to be gone, so we might have to move one of our guards over to tackle to play that position. Oh man. So two of our offensive linemen are going to be pretty garbage, I think. I mean, there's Nick Martin, 71. But yeah, I think we're just going to have to pass on those guys. So out of all the players remaining that are out of Notre Dame, who is at the top here? Ooh, yeah. This is where it starts to get a little bit more difficult. Right here towards the middle. There's Will Fuller, the fifth, who's pretty decent. He's 26. I think we can take him. They would have taken him at 144. We took him at 134. I think that's a pretty decent pickup right there. See, this guy's out of Hobart, but we have to pick all of our Notre Dame players first. So, if there's no Notre Dame players and there are some good players still left on the board, then that would be ideal. The other problem is going to be quarterback. Notre Dame hasn't had a good quarterback come out in a while. I think it's going to be very difficult. We can go Jalen Smith here. He's 25, and that'll give us a linebacker who's 80 overall, which is pretty solid. Colin Kaepernick obviously goes. Should we go with Nick Martin just to scoop him up? No, he'll be there for a while. I think a lot of our guys are going to be really young players that have a lot of upside. Damn. Maybe not at safety, though. Andre Jakes, Trey Boston, Julian Blackman. All right, we'll grab Love. We'll grab Love here. He's 22. He's 73 overall. That at least gives us a little bit of a chance with that. Unfortunately, corners and safeties are going to be quite difficult to grab for us as well. I mean, we have Harrison Smith, but yeah, that's about it. Of course, we weren't able to pick up Stephon Tuitt, so that's kind of unfortunate. Do we have like Romeo Okwara or no? What about the other Okwara? Isn't Romeo Okwara's brother here? Oh no, Romeo Okwara is still here. Okay, he's 71. Didn't they pick up his brother? So he's 25. That could be a decent pickup, though I still think we have some time. Yeah, Ed Oliver's really young, but not the guy we're looking for. Oh, Jerry Tillery. Yeah, he's fresh. Star development trait. We'll take that. I know he's 72 overall, but we're not going to get the best players in the world once we get down to this position. A lot of our really good Notre Dame guys are already off the board. We could potentially grab Golden Tate, or some of our younger guys, some of our younger wide receivers. We got Chase Claypool, who's a hidden development. That could be potentially good. Again, our quarterback situation's a bit rough, because I'm pretty sure the only really decent player here, if I remember correctly, pretty sure it's just one guy. Deshaun Kaiser at 60. I mean, we could purposely just go down until Deshaun Kaiser's not on the board anymore. Pick up other guys. Yeah, there isn't any other Notre Dame guys that we can grab with this pick out of the quarterback position. But there are some wide receivers that we can take with this. Where's Miles Boykin? He's only 23. That could be a very good pickup for us long term. I know he's got normal development, but that could be good. And I think there should be one more that we can get. Equanimeous St. Brown might still be here. Damn, TJ Jones. Wait, is Equanimeous St. Brown no longer in the NFL? That was short-lived, wasn't it? Because he got drafted by the Packers. Yeah, I guess not. That is highly unfortunate. I would definitely want to grab Cole Kmet before he ends up going off the board. He's got hidden development, so that could be potentially really good. One of the positive parts about Notre Dame is that they've got some good tight ends. Grab ourselves Kyle Rudolph. I know he's 30, but I think he could potentially be a good pickup for us. We're also going to need... Oh, man. They still haven't gone too deep into centers yet. Wait. Is Nick Martin off the... Oh. I was like, no way. Alright. Well, we'll grab Nick Martin, I guess. That gives us a center at least. Our other offensive lineman's going to be complete butt cheeks. But, you know, that's how it goes. Are there any kickers out of Notre Dame? Probably not. Means we're going to get complete trash. Damn. Yeah. No, oh, we do have Tyler Newsome, though. So we have a 64 overall punter. Hell yeah. Ooh, God. Yeah, that's it. All right, well, defense, we're going to need corners. We're going to need linebackers. We're going to need defensive linemen. That's going to be interesting. The problem is a lot of the younger players are going off the board here as well. So I'm thinking we have a defensive tackle. None of the other Notre Dame players are here, are they? Oh, there's Sheldon Day. He's 67. We might have better options, though, than him. Anybody in the 70s? No. God damn. We might get pretty close to filling up an entire roster. Shaquem Griffin. Drew Tranquil, 74 overall. Perfect. We'll take him. 74 overall at linebacker at this stage. Absolutely sounds good to me. Yeah, that's a decent pickup. Okay. Part of the problem is going to be drafting players every year and recruiting players in the off season and stuff. We have to go after the Notre Dame players first. Damn it, I don't have any middle linebackers. Where's Manti Te'o? Oh, there he is. 67 overall. That is awful. He won't be picked up for a while because he's already 29. Do we have any right outside linebackers that we could potentially get here? Willie Gay. No Notre Dame players at outside linebacker. God damn. None. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to need Manti Te'o to be on the team. This is the hardest part because we want to try and get as many Notre Dame players on the team as possible, but we don't want to like grab a 60 overall player just because they're from Notre Dame when there's potentially a 70 overall player from Notre Dame at a different position that would be a better pickup here. Unfortunately, there isn't a single corner on this list that's from Notre Dame. Yikes. I was sure that we had somebody, but maybe they got picked up already. No other safeties either. We could potentially move to corner. Nope. Oh, Bennett Jackson. He's 62 overall though, which is pretty terrible. Alright, we should have a couple of Notre Dame running backs that could potentially be decent. They're going to be in the 60s though. So we have Josh Adams. I think we had somebody other than Josh Adams, like before Josh Adams came in. No. Maybe not. No. Theo Riddick. But Theo Riddick's pretty old. So I guess we got Josh Adams as our running back. Number one option. It's 23. I mean, that at least gives us a little bit of leeway, right? Surely. Golden Tate's still here, so we might as well take him. I know he's 32, but out of Notre Dame, you got so many options, you know. Could probably take. Well, I want Hayden or Cole Kmet to start. I don't know why I said Hayden Hurst. I want Cole Kmet to start. So I don't know if taking Tyler Eifert here would be a better plan, especially with how injury prone he is. Durham Smythe is 64 overall. We could potentially add him to the lineup. It's not exactly the best, player, but it would give us that depth, and I think he's the only Notre Dame player left who's at least decently young. So did I miss him? I missed him, didn't I? Gosh dang it. There we go. 25. Oh, that was actually a good pickup? What? Alright. Is the boy still here? He is, huh? Dude's like 60 overall, so this is gonna be pretty brutal. But we took him. 60 overall quarterback. Really our only option. We're gonna need an offensive lineman. And unfortunately, I really don't think there's like any Notre Dame players left at offensive line. No college. That's an option. Ah, man, I swear we had at least somebody, right? At offensive line. Anybody that can play any position. Oh my god, we have a 57 overall left guard. That might be my only option. That very well could be my only option, guys. It's a 57 overall guard. Oh, a 52 overall center. Even better. Oh no. Oh no. 57 overall and 52 overall. Oh no. I don't think any of these guys are from Notre Dame. Nope. So, how old is the 57 overall guy? Is he pretty young? How far down the list did we go? Oh, not that far. 24. Good pick. Yep, definitely. Bloody phenomenal pick, obviously. He's going to allow like 80 sacks, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, definitely. 100% fill out our line. All right, we have Khalid Karim. Is there any? There's Julian Aquara. So that was Aquara, the other Aquara. So he's 68. He's 66. Do we have anybody else? It's maybe a little bit better. No. Oh, we have Isaac Rochel, who's 67. I very well might have to draft them all because I don't think there was anybody else at my other defensive end spots. If I remember correctly, we looked through this a little bit and I didn't see any Notre Dame players outside of Romeo Aquara. Romeo Aquara is 71 though, so that might be a good shout to go with here. He's 25, so he's got some years left. But I think now we go and grab our Notre Dame players that are pretty young. So let's grab Kareem, and then we'll grab the other guy next. This team is going to be the worst in the league, so we're going to have to make something happen here to build our team to new heights. You know, really, really make it count. To be fair, it won't be that much different than the regular Washington football team. So, I mean, what? I would never. I think our only linebacker options are middle linebackers. I think it. Oh, because Greer Martini went to the XFL and he never came back, huh? So they took him off of here. We can do James Onwalu. Dude's 25. I've had some good times with James Onwalu in previous games that I've played by myself. Oh, I think Teo's off the board. Oh, no, he's not. He's still there. Was he the only one? Was he the only one? I forgot that Greer Martini's not on here anymore. I know he was like 57 overall or something in the previous games, but yeah, he's not. Oh, yes! Add him on the team. It's funny because I didn't do this challenge specifically in Madden 20, and I definitely didn't record it or anything. But I did have Greer Martini on one of my teams. It was good times. So there are no secondary players from Notre Dame. So that really sucks. And I don't think there's any other Notre Dame players out that are worse than my running back. Theoretic 70. He would definitely not start. I thought we had a couple more guys. Oh, CJ Procise. Hell yeah, yeah. Throw CJ Procise on there. I know he's 26. He's not going to have very much improvement, but we can only play Notre Dame. We can only get Notre Dame players. Unfortunately, I think our secondary is going to have to be made up of a few non-Notre Dame players. Should we go with a fullback? Is there any Notre Dame fullbacks? Probably not. What if we put Theo Riddick at fullback? There's an idea. Oh, Dexter Williams. Perfect. Throw Dexter on there. Perfect. That's fantastic. It's pretty cool because I watch all these guys play football before. Unfortunately, I really don't think there's any Notre Dame players that I can get in the secondary. Oh my god, never mind. Where did this guy come from? He wasn't on there last time I checked. 69 overall, pretty young. We'll take those 100%. Did we not check this earlier? I swear we did. Maybe there's more people that have come out of the woodwork. Just out of nowhere. No? I just want some Notre Dame guys that can play secondary. Oh my goodness, this guy can play secondary. Maybe we'll put him at corner. I don't know. We might be able to make an entire team of just Notre Dame guys except for a kicker. In which case I just have to make my 60 overall punter do all of the kicking. I really wish we could organize this by college, though. That would make things a bit easier. Okay, so there is no more safeties that played at Notre Dame. So there's got to be a couple of more Notre Dame guys hiding in here somewhere, right? I swear we had somebody that played for the Bengals for a while. That was pretty okay. Boise State, Alabama, Clemson. Ah, Kavari Russell. I'm pretty sure that's the guy. Okay, so that's two corners. Right, two corners. We're definitely, or three. We technically have three corners. All right, any other Notre Dame players here? Miami, UCLA, State. I think that's all the Notre Dame players that we can get. I'm pretty sure that's all the Notre Dame players we can actually obtain. At least that we can use. You know, there might be some more Notre Dame guys that I haven't got yet. Alright. There's TJ Jones. He's kind of old though. He's 28. I mean, we can throw him on the team though because TJ Jones is the Canadian, right? Isn't he from Winnipeg? I could be wrong. I know that someone when he was playing was. There's Jared Stidham. Look at that. That's 62 overall rating. We're going to need a backup quarterback, but let's go and grab ourselves our last Notre Dame player that we could possibly obtain that would actually be able to start on the team, and that is our punter. So we're going to have to take a kicker here. There are no kickers from Notre Dame, so we have to do it from a Division II school, though. So I believe Marist is going to be the only option. He's 29. We could potentially go with something a little bit. Southern Oregon, Aldrich Rosas, 25 years old, star development trait out of Southern Oregon. That's a Division II school. So we can grab Aldrich Rosas here without technically cheating. I believe I'm going to grab a backup quarterback, and then I think that's it. So again, we have to do a Division II school, which means we can't take any of those guys. We could take Easton Stick out of North Dakota State. What if we do throw power rating? Tyree Jackson. Buffalo's not a Division II school, though. Jake Dolegala, 54 overall. Yike. Well, I don't really think, to be fair, that we had very many options. I'm going to take Jake Dolegala as our backup quarterback. And that should do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I had to cut a big part of it out because the game decided to fill in my roster with a bunch of people who were not from Division II or III schools. I had to take a couple of liberties in some areas. I just couldn't find anyone. But for the most part, the entire team is made up of Notre Dame players. Like this entire lineup, everybody you see starting right here is from Notre Dame. And then on defense, I believe it is the same, almost the same. All of my starters are from Notre Dame. Every single one of the starters are from Notre Dame. So there are a couple of players that I think that are from, like, they could be like the very bottom tier of Division I, but for the most part, I think most of my backups are also from Notre Dame, such as like Greer Martini or whatever. So we're going to be playing probably this 4-3. I'll probably keep the same lineup there. The only real starter that we have is Aldrich Rosas, is the only player that is starting that is not from Notre Dame. So I'm just going to quickly get through the preseason, and then next episode we'll do week 1 against the Eagles. And obviously I will not be playing the games. That is going to be a key factor because I feel like if I played the games, I would have a much better shot at winning against the Eagles. I think I could probably pull it off, in fact. Just based on how it goes. But we'll have to see how this turns out. So week 1 in the books of the preseason. 31-17, we got our ass handed to us by the Titans. We got a couple of players that increase skill points here, including our run support strong safety, Tiggy Sanko, who is out of NA. Only 22 years old, which is pretty good. Then we have Jake Dolegala, who got some nice little starting time out of Central Connecticut State University. James Onwalu out of Notre Dame. There you go. Nice little field general, up to 68 overall. We'll take that. And that'll lead us to our second preseason game against the Colts. All right, so we ended up getting our ass kicked by the Colts 24-14. At least we had a somewhat of a close game, as Cole Kmet gets a nice little attribute point, so we'll give him that vertical threat, putting him up to 72 overall for us, so that's super good. The rookie out of Notre Dame getting some snaps. Now we have to play against the Jacksonville Jaguars for the third week of the preseason. Okay, so we lost 35-3, giving us an 0-3 start in the preseason, which is pretty much as expected. The one thing that I will say, I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood, but no injuries to this point in the season, so that's pretty good. There are some other players with some injuries. Those are going to come into play at some point, I'm sure, but we'll take what we can take at the moment, and we'll see what happens with the last week. So we won our last preseason game at 20-17, which means that we at least have some shot at potentially winning a few of these games, as Greer Martini moves up to a solid 58 overall, which is very nice for a 2-year player at a Notre Dame. And oh wow, Tiggy Sanko must have been playing pretty well in the preseason, as he gets another attribute upgrade. +3 play recognition is pretty nice, so that'll give us 61 on run support, so that's pretty solid. We take those 100%. So that's going to lead us into our week 1 game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Should be a really interesting game. We'll watch it in the next episode. We won't be watching every single game, obviously. That would kind of get a little bit redundant, but we will be watching a lot of major games, including the first game, to see how our team does with this brand new Notre Dame lineup. So we'll see you all in the next episode.